World of YouTube, Tearful Sight here with another creepy video. Of course, if you haven't checked out my new spirit emerging and disappearing in my camera, check it out. Believe. Yes, you must believe. Now, I don't know what the hell. This is the cemetery down the street from me, and I don't know what the hell is going on in the cemetery. You know, from the orb I caught way back, I believe it was like 2018, I went over an orb I caught over stones. Turned on the phone one night to try and catch that orb, but I caught orbs flying into the phone. But this, oh man, is far beyond driven. If anything. But also, I don't know what it is though. As long as I've been walking this cemetery, and I've been walking this cemetery since 2018 now. I mean, I've stopped here and there, but the majority of the time when I take a walk, I go through the cemetery. Not only what I've caught in spirit and everything else, I found this very odd and, something in my, oh no. But very oddly, I found something also weird in this cemetery, and I don't know who did this. But, of course, one evening walking, and it was about the same time of this, like maybe, I would say 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago. And as you can see, once again, this cemetery is filled with the lights of solar-powered lights, you know, to honor their past loved ones. But all of a sudden, 2.5 weeks ago, now as you can see this light, there's many more throughout this cemetery, but I'm looking as I'm walking. I started, you know, my wife noticed it, I noticed it, she's talking about it. I'm thinking to myself, what the hell is this? So yes, you would think someone, right, when they put their solar light, it's keeping them, you know, open to the spirit world and not left in the blackness of the spirit world. And some people believe that, yes, there is a cemetery out, and I believe it is Maine. I wanted to get to that one, but there's a person that was buried with literally a hole so the light can go down in his grave. And some people have superstitions, some people, you know, don't want to, even though I believe you do not stay in the ground as a spirit unless you don't know how to use your spirit. People have that fear that they're going to be in the ground, it's going to be pitch black. So to cover all that up and to say what this guy has, a light shining in his, you know, a square opened hole with a glass on it. It's just insane for that, but but that is what the purpose of the light is. But as we go and walk through the cemetery now, I always got to keep you in suspense. I see this. Who does this? Now it's blurry, but you can see it shining. And as you can see, this cemetery, all along the ridge, what you see right there is all woods. You can't bury no one there. You can't expand the cemetery out that way. Because, of course, on the other side, there's houses. So, can someone please tell me why someone would put a goddamn solar light in that area. You can see the hill. There's a hill in the back. Like I said, all woods. These are all bushes along the ridge. Now, I would assume if they cut them trees down, I mean, it ain't much. They'd have a little space to bury some people, but they can't excavate. And this area is new. What you're looking at, this cemetery on this side was once all woods. You could see nothing but woods excavated at all to the other half of the cemetery. And, right, if they wanted to do that and go off into the wooded area, but why would they do that? Because there's a hill that goes up into the woods. That would be nonsense. That'd be a lot of work and a lot of money, and it wouldn't, right. But why and why does this light, I don't know if someone purposely put it there, say so, you can have them relatives, and mind you, my wife experienced asshole relatives. Now, I'm going with this theory because it happened. Wife bought a light for her grandmother. Relatives of my wife, and you know who you are, you pieces of shit, literally took the lamp. I got the lamp here at the house. My wife is, don't want to even put it back just in case that happens again. To me, that's really disrespectful and disgraceful and just childish. And that's what these people are. They're fucking childish. Their brains ain't fully formed and they're, full-grown adults. But to me, they're pieces of shit and their friggin' brains need a good friggin' throat punch to it. Maybe a head punch to wake it up, That's what I like to do to these assholes. But literally, they took the lamp. Now, I don't have proof of this. But I do know that it was taken by family members. Because it's only obvious. Because the day before this lamp went missing, the two douchebags were there. Yeah. Only coincidental you could say this. And mind you, I scraped at the bottom of this lamp a line in it. So if it was to ever get stolen, maybe I would be able to get it back. Because say so if someone takes it from the grave, puts it at their grave type thing. Just maybe. And it worked. Because not only did the relatives take it and put it in the same graveyard, I called the cemetery and where this was placed. And this even makes it more coincidental that the two people did it. And it only goes to show how stupid they really are. No, I'm not very fond of these people, and they were always against me being with my wife. But I could see why, because I would never stoop to their level. And I'm too highly intelligent in my own ways to ever go into their intelligence. Sorry. Oh, man. But what had happened was, okay, they take the lamp. It was gone for, say, maybe a week. All of a sudden, I'm driving down a street side of the cemetery where grandmother's at. So we're driving on the left, we're in the road. On the right is the cemetery. There's a huge long sidewalk that falls along the cemetery. And wouldn't you know, my wife, there it is. What the fuck? Jumping, scaring. What the fuck you screaming for, right? I see the lamp. I see the lamp. The lamp is back in the cemetery. But mind you, it ain't right back at the grandmother's spot. It's further down, and it's in the same vicinity as where grandmother is, but, further down. And you can literally see it through the frickin' woods. Sitting on a lone grave. Now, mind you, I called the cemetery, asked them, because I looked at the stone, we went and picked it up, and lo and behold, the line was at the bottom of the thing that I carved in. And I called the cemetery, and I asked them, this part of the cemetery, I think my wife's lamp got stolen, but it was over in this part. I'm just being cautious and not trying to take someone's lamp, but it was mine. But I wanted to know this for a simple reason. Does anybody still are living to the headstones at that part of the cemetery? And the woman said that part of the cemetery, I believe there has been no activity over there, she said. And she believed that everybody that was, buried over there, their relatives are long gone. So how does a lamp get in a section of the cemetery? And I didn't tell her that I scraped it in. I just wanted to see what she said. Because it was, reverse psychology I'm playing on the childish people. Because this only goes to prove how stupid they are. Going to put a lamp somewhere where she can see it, but to make it look like someone put it at, their grave. But lo and behold, no one knew what I did. No one knew what I did. The lines. So I told the lady, well, this is actually my lamp. I'm letting you know I'm taking it. And I said I did mark it. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I said I have a good idea who did this. And sure and shit, it never came out. My wife, of course, never confronted him. But you know what? If that was me, I'd have put 2 and 2 together and I would have been right up in their face. My wife is more of a person than me. Because if I put something, laid it down for my people's grave and it got stolen, and I just say so, happened to find it because of someone's sick, childish joke, and that's all it was. I'd have decked them right out. I would have said right after why I had decked them. Because, I found out, I investigated that shit. And I don't know. When you got childish people, well, I wonder if it led to this to be a childish person. Oh, they got the lamp here. I'm going to move it over there. So that's the whole story and reason what I think maybe why this lamp is in the section of the cemetery. Because someone got pissed off at a relative. The relative put that there, the pissed off one. Oh, yeah, I'll put it over here and make them go get it. Or, there's another thought and theory I have. It was fucking... Would it be, strangely enough, that someone could have maybe done their own burial? And I would have believed it would be a cremation. I haven't gone over there because I don't want to, disturb nothing, get caught, someone thinking I'm stealing something. But I am very curious of why that lamp is over there. And if I was to see fresh dug dirt, I go, someone saving a buck? Or is it just some disrespectful, asinine relative that just wanted to be a jerk and got jealous or whatever, got pissed off and moved their lamp because that relative's an asshole and this, and I'm not the asshole, they're the asshole, and you know how it is. If anybody's got that relative or sibling that just can't come to terms of making a family stick together, then you know what? See you later. Adios. Vamos. Sayonara. That's right. Kick them out of your life. No one needs that childish BS. But it is interesting. And this is, like I said, happening with the same stuff I've been catching now. Unbelievable. 3 incidents now in this cemetery. And whether or not they have a mischief spirit in there, oh man, this place is definitely haunted now. Since 2018, all the way up till now, I haven't gotten too much besides that one orb, and now it's like whatever's in there is trying to get my attention. It's like, holy shit. But till the next video, folks, be safe. Take care. And with this guy right here, advocate for the dead, believe. Always believe. You can't fake nothing here. You cannot fake it when I'm using a camera and a phone in one-man production. That's right. When a one-man production goes to work, one-man production catches. One-man production brings the truth. But I can't shut my phone off.